Yeah, just to kind of. I didn't know we were.
We haven't. No.
We haven't done the countdown yet.
We're getting. We haven't done the sync up.
Oh,
Yeah.
We just talking.
We just talking.
This
is for the
this is
OnlyFans.
wild. Yeah,
This is for the OnlyFans.
We got shit rolling. We
This is a
ain't got.
travesty. Keep this in.
Yeah.
No, we can't do the countdown on
See?
these drinks. What's going on? Hold on.
Yeah,
we
what are the
can't.
drinks at
We
first?
can't have drink. We can't
We
be
need drinks.
on the mic without
Hey, for
drinking,
everybody who
boys.
subscribe to our OnlyFans, pour up a thing of Screwball and XO Patron
Yes, sir.
with us.
Yes, sir.
We decided we were sick of having to get our own shit, so we went out and found us a bartender who's
Ooh,
gonna.
I thought he was gonna say.
Oh, I know.
Oh man! Oh Lord!
I was like, what are you about to say? With the current global climate, he's gonna say yes.
This
We
boy
went and got
wild out.
Yeah, we went and got ourselves a friend.
He said,
to pour us our drinks.
he said, I thought he was gonna say like, oh, I got some new boy.
Considering can't nobody see the bartender, he fucking could be anybody.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
we just have a white friend that comes in and just serves us drinks.
Like that would.
That's
be a thing.
literally
that would
every bar.
That would be the greatest. I don't know what bars you go to. I don't have no. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
He put his hand in the frame. Hey, I said bartender, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
Climate change is important to me, and I abide by it.
Ooh,
This smells fantastic.
Excellent. All right.
You know, I've never had this Patron XO shit. I've never had it.
D-Mark, you remember that one time?
No. I'm about to. Hey, so have you ever seen the video? It's called
It's raining
It's,
men?
sure.
Okay.
No, have you ever seen? There's a actually it's more of a meme of things white people say. I was about to say one of my favorite ones on accident.
Which one?
I was about to say, oh, God, what do white people say after they try something new, a new food? No.
What?
You don't know?
I don't.
That's a shame.
That's not me.
They say, oh, that's dangerous. And I was about to say that unironically. Oh no.
Oh, this is.
I love how I wasn't asked.
This was different.
Well, right, but you would know.
He would know.
You would have known the
But
answer.
I didn't know.
Oh,
Wow.
Ooh.
What do you say when you taste stuff that's delicious?
Yummy.
More like they're just a,
Nice.
That's it.
yeah, like,
So,
Before you do anything important, we got to do the countdown so I can sync the video to the
go
audio.
ahead.
All right. So no more OnlyFans. No more exclusive
hey,
stuff.
so if you tuned in on OnlyFans, thank you. Yeah, I hope this was worth what are we charging? $55 a month?
Yeah,
I hope this was worth the $55.
100.
I feel like that's going to...
Hold on, you got a deal? No, no. Email us. That's the wrong price.
Is it not 100?
It's really weird that the deal price is 55. Like we took 45% off, but not 50%.
Yeah.
Right. We gotta keep a little for ourselves.
Yeah.
They're getting this
Just a little
premium content for $50, $45 a month.
Come on.
Jeez.
I may even show him some dick.
Just a little bit, just a tip.
No, I'm
Just a
showing
little
balls.
bit's all
Just
we
the
got to
balls.
show.
Only whole.
Come on, man.
That's the new wave. Hole. Just straight on. Straight on.
Just the dick hole.
At the hole.
That's it. That's all you
It's
get.
like Bruno when the dick hole opens and it goes, Bruno!
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Wow.
Nigga, I have not
I
seen
thought that
Bruno
was a fever
still.
dream.
I have
Okay.
not seen Bruno at all.
Oh, you
so.
got it. No, okay.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
countdown.
3, 2, 1.
You're on with Maui,
No relation to the trademark whatsoever.
D-Mark,
I don't believe in none of this.
and X.
Which, by the way, Dick Wolf is the best name ever.
And this is When Awesome Collides.
Hey, so I'd like to tell everybody a little story of something that recently found out on the internet.
Off the rip.
Yeah, it's cool.
Fuck
it's
it,
cool.
let's
It's
go.
actually so there was a singer, Beyonce, little known singer. Right. So
You like that?
a story was in the news recently.
You got X sipping on that Patron XO.
Yeah, I saw a story on the internet. So apparently,
Put some hair in your chest.
you're right. I'm dying.
My nigga.
Completely ruining my story.
Yeah.
But
Bro, it burns.
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
No,
I get
shut
it.
the
I get
fuck
it.
up.
You know, some of us don't have
Stop, you
strong
little bitch.
constitutions.
My eyes are watering.
Minus +6 to bitch mode.
Hold on.
so.
What happened to the Constitution? Are we going there right away? We're going to the
we
Constitution.
No.
So
We filmed this in April.
Beyonce. So Beyonce,
I don't get it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get it.
because it was before the.
It was
going back in time.
it was before the riots.
But how you know? How you know if they ain't happened yet?
Time traveler.
Okay.
Makes
you could.
sense.
Ooh, don't say that. You could have warned us. So
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Steins Gate.
Well, yeah, that's a good anime week, by the way. So Beyonce, right? Little known, like, cool story that that I saw on the internet. she met this little girl one day, right? You know, she was like, oh my God, Beyonce, wow, I can't believe it's you. And, you know, she was like, hey, don't worry, you know, if you try hard enough, you can definitely be like me. And the little girl was like, well, I can't sing. What do I do? She said, well, what can you do? And the little girl goes, well, I think I can act. And Beyonce's like, oh, well, hey, we all have a talent. You can do that. So she says, hey, what's your name, little girl? She says, oh, it's Bethany Black. And she goes, good, but it probably won't catch on. You need something a little bit more friendly. And then little did Beyonce know, about a little bit later, she met the girl again. Can you believe? Do you know who she was?
Rebecca Black.
Betty White.
Oh shit! No way.
That little girl grew up to be Betty White.
Wow.
I have a lot of
Betty White's 97 years old.
continuity questions at the moment about Beyonce's age.
But I saw it on the internet.
Black Don't Crack. Was it in an anime?
Oh, shit.
Shout out Tim. Black Don't
I
Crack.
saw it on the internet, so it has to be true. Anyway, so welcome
There we go.
to When Awesome Collides. I thought I'd start us off with a story I saw on the internet. Fact check me on that. Below in the comments, you can tell me if that was true or not. See if you're really paying attention. So we've got a pretty good episode for you guys. Thanks for tuning in for episode 3. Again, we love that you guys have stuck around this long. Obviously, this is Maui.
You're
My boy XECKS. He didn't decide that. We decided that. I decided that right now, but he's agreeing with me.
Yeah.
So apparently we're not. No, we can still be DMX. It's just spelled all fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
No, it does.
as long as it starts with an X, you can spell B.
And I am, of course, D-Mark. We've got a great episode for you guys
D's for
today.
dong, by the way.
D's for dong. Dongs made almost real cool.
Damn.
What?
is that?
Yep.
What does that mean, man? We are on a rough start already.
Nah, great start.
Rough start.
What? All right, so in this episode we're gonna kind of tickle your nostalgia senses on this one. We're gonna talk about.
Oh my God.
Exo stealing my man's Exo
Oh yeah,
soul.
he's see that's why I
Patron.
haven't taken another sip yet because I'm ready to die.
You think he'd graduate after the Cavassier, but now he's just like,
I
yeah,
dumped that in
Cavassier
a-
was way
I dumped
harsher
that in a
than
whole
this.
pint of beer last week.
This
Yeah, but
Cavassier
now-
was
but
way
you're
tougher than this.
dying
That's
now.
weird. That's weird.
This
So-
got no beer in it.
Real quick, Tim, is this is X Patron XO and what else? Screwball.
Oh,
Mixed.
wow.
So this will be like a chocolatey, peanut buttery. Yeah,
about
so
to get our
Screwball.
copyright
Yeah,
claim.
Screwball. If you want to sponsor us, listen, we're cheap. Cheap plug. Patron also, whoever. Listen, I will show my dick for money at this point. I just need some. So, but we do have an interesting show for you today. We're going to be talking about animated movies and kids movies, and we're not going to talk about how it makes my dick hard sometimes. We're going to talk about how it affects us as adults.
What do you say?
And we're going to talk
He
about
said
the lessons
dick and
learned.
kids movies in the same sentence like 3 times.
Bro, listen, let me just finish the intro, guys. Damn. We're going to talk about how they affect us as adults and the lessons learned over time.
Oh yeah.
So, X, you want to pop it off for us, or what's up? He's dying. All right, D-Mark, let's try.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
a pass it. Not Corona, it's just the Patron.
Man, Xavier does not learn his
Zingers.
lesson from the last 2. They're trying to get us canceled.
Yeah, for real.
Jeez. So
I don't even know what I did that got it canceled again.
that you should. So, wow. Something I think that's the most important thing. I kind of want to start this off with with what has to be the most important lesson from not only Disney movies but Pixar movies. Looking at my screen, I have noticed that there's an abundance of dump trucks, absolute wagons.
Dick bitches.
This,
I was like the same thing.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. So I think one thing that I think I'm gonna give a little rating right now. So number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
No, fuck that. I want to talk about Miss Incredible right now.
That's fair.
But
But
let's just talk about Miss Incredible right now.
And I knew you were gonna
Dick
go
is
there.
shit.
Hold up.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Spread 'em.
But I've got one better for you.
Hold on. Okay. No, hold on. What?
Hold on. This
Better?
is probably
Better?
Wait. You're saying Miss Incredible is not number 1 dump truck?
He said she.
Oh, no, baby.
No.
What is you-
No, she would have been number 1.
Unless you're talking about Dexter's mom, I don't want to hear it.
I was thinking Miss Keene from the Powerpuff Girls.
no. Dexter's mom?
Yeah, I don't remember. Hold
I mean-
on.
Oh, we
You
get
telling
off track.
me
Go ahead.
You don't remember the bug from Bug's Life?
Man, get the fuck out.
Come on, bro. You're not that. Come
A
on.
thorax and an ass are not the same, I don't think.
Hold on.
Oh, he leaving. Please don't get nothing on my shoes.
Hold on.
Hey, you just made my man walk out.
I'm not sure why he. Don't worry. If you're watching this on YouTube, then X will definitely superimpose this on the screen so you can understand what I mean. I'm just gonna make sure that he understands what's going on.
You bugging.
Bro, that's not Bugs Life. That's DreamWorks, and it's robots.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
that
my
is
God,
robots.
you can't even get them in the
Oh,
conversation.
I completely
'cause that's
forgot.
not Pixar.
Oh, you're talking about that robot with the
He's-
donkey?
Yes, that's what I'm like. My bad. I apologize.
It's the
Okay.
it's voiced by that really the hairdresser chick from Legally Blonde.
My bad. It
I
is-
don't know her name.
This is
She can
definitely
get it too.
So
Is that
everybody out
Christina
there.
Applegate?
No.
No? They look the same. I know what you're talking about.
They don't look the same at all.
One is like Great Value Christina Applegate, but it's the same
Which
thing.
which
really.
one? Which one?
Oh my God! Yeah, ooh.
What is that broad's name? What is her name? Can we look that up real
Yeah,
quick? I know
yeah,
we're supposed to be
I
talking about
got you.
Disney's
Oh
movie.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Y'all
You
go
talking
back.
about the
Y'all go back.
bend and snap chick, right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hold up.
From
No, I got it. Hold
Legally
on.
Blonde,
Mean
yeah.
Girls.
No, Legally Blonde, man. I mean, it's the same thing, but
No, Mean Girls is a phenomenal movie. Legally Blonde is.
it's the same thing when you a nigga, bro. I'm gonna be
That
honest.
he's not wrong. I
That's
legitimately.
not true.
Yeah,
I don't
Tim,
know. I
come
can't
on.
see
I know the
the
difference between Mean Girls and Legally
Do
Blonde.
you know? Tim says he knows the difference.
Which one?
between-
Which one? Leo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, and Brad Pitt. Which one's which? You
Yeah,
don't know.
which one? Exactly, the same person.
Which one? Leo DiCaprio. Which one? Brad Pitt. Which one? Tom Cruise. You don't know. Which one? Which one are they?
I mean, they're different though.
Are they?
So who's
I mean,
number
they-
5
Have you
on
ever
your
seen them in the
list?
same time?
Yes, there's a whole movie that's got Leo and Brad in it.
In the same scene?
Yes,
Could it be CGI?
anything could be CGI. Tupac's been back.
Who says he's gone? Hold on.
Tupac had a concert.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause he's alive. He's in
It's,
Cuba.
it's very fair. Okay.
Next
Duh.
week.
So
70% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus
no, I'm
Christ!
not gonna do the list
Yeah,
now.
we're not. Okay, makes sense.
I'm not gonna do the list now.
Because
No, you fucked the whole thing up.
Yo,
Nah,
me?
Me,
no,
I did.
Oh, okay.
D-Mark
I
did.
did. I thought the Bugs Life, the robots chick was
Yeah,
from
no, you
Bugs
can't
Life.
talk, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
Bro,
fair.
I guess maybe Great Value. It's Jennifer Coolidge.
She looks like Great Value
She
Christina
kind of
Applegate.
she looks like collagen filled Great Value.
No.
Oh
Not
no,
at
she looks like
all.
Great Value Melina Trump. What's Trump's wife's name? Is that her name, Melina?
Melania?
Same shit.
No,
same
that's
thing.
his daughter.
Melania.
No, what's his wife? Ivanka? No, that's his wife. No,
Yeah,
that's
Ivanka.
his daughter.
Ivanka's his daughter.
Yeah,
Okay, stop.
she's kind of hot.
This has already happened too
Oh,
much.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Disney movies, no dump truck asses from DreamWorks movies.
No, I'm still talking about dump truck asses.
That's fine.
Okay.
There's
But
gonna be
D-Mark messed it
interspersed.
up. Miss Incredible wins. There's no way she doesn't.
Over the robots lady?
You said Disney list, bro, not animated dump truck.
Can I
I
change
will
it
say
to
I
animated
know.
dump truck?
I will say honorable mention. Lilo's sister from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, she got that responsibility. Yeah.
God.
Like she makes me feel like she's making all the right decisions.
Right. No, you have to have your shit together to mess with that one. Like, you can't just come and be like, yo, what's up? Like, you definitely have to have, like, your wife together. You know, she has to take care of her little girl, sister and the alien. And then also, like, she has, like, who
just
was
had
the
a
one
job,
dude?
you
Wasn't
need
it,
a
like, somebody
career.
trying to holler at her and she get to, like, just giving him the cold shoulder?
He was a firebender.
Yeah, fire. What? No, man, we're not talking about Avatar.
He literally played with fire the whole fucking movie. The dude who fucked with the older sister in Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
She's
a
you
treasure,
see him
bro.
fucking playing with fire like
She's
the
a
whole
treasure.
movie.
But you know that honestly is actually a really good segue. Thank you
problem.
for
Did on
kind of what
purpose.
we'd like to talk. No, he didn't. For what we'd like to talk about. So, one of the things that, honestly, the reason why I came up with this in general is because of us talking about. If you tuned in the last episode, we talked about The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary,
Wow.
the Bulls documentary. Sorry, because it's an organizational thing. And
Jerry
one of the
Krause.
things that it kind of maybe I don't know why it made me remember or think of this is that the movie things that lessons that we learned from that are kind of similar to lessons that we learn in animated movies as children. In particular, that every Pixar Disney movie, as far as that goes, has a theme. It's something that it tries to teach us, and as we get older, I think that shapes who we are as people. So, in particular, I know X said he had something for my favorite movie. So we'll save that for later. Maui, start us off with Big Hero 6. Like, tell us about how, even though it came out when we were adults, I think you can still apply it to how we were. I mean, what it would teach you back then and now.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really enjoy about Big Hero 6 is, and it really just a lot of the kids movies that happen, you know, whether it be Lion King or whatever, they try to teach you a lesson, and they try to kind of shape the future and how you view things. One of the things that Big Hero 6 did very well is that it talked about like how an older brother and sibling love, and it talked about like, you know, what you're willing to do for somebody that's, you know, is down for you, like a big brother, and how you overcome from a loss, like a death and stuff like that. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen Big Hero 6 yet.
It's been like 8 years. You had to have seen it by now.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I will say that is one of the few movies, not even a few, bro. I'm a bitch. I'm gonna be honest, but it killed me, bro. I think I cried 3 times during that movie, bro.
Well, that's what I said. The lesson from that movie is you're never too old to cry.
No, for sure. Dog, son, when his brother died and he left him those videos, son, bro, it was over. Well, you know, he didn't leave him, right? He didn't leave the videos. He left him, and he had figured out, right? That he was going through thanks for reminding myself, Maui. But I do like also another lesson that it teaches you is that he was trying to change the world, right, when he created Baymax. And you kind of go through the process with him where he just kind of fails and fails and fails and fails. And he even questioned himself, right? And then he got it done. And it was really cool to kind of, so it not only did it teach you about how, like, hey, how to overcome obstacles, and if you actually have goals, you want to achieve them, and all that fun stuff, but it also teaches you about brotherly love. It teaches you about college, you know, I told about, you know, higher education, and that not everybody's for you, and how deals aren't necessarily a good deal, how they sound. You know, do you remember that the nanobot technology guy was trying to offer his brother a deal?
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, I'm good, because you're not about what I'm trying to achieve and stuff like that. So that's another thing. Exactly.
So wait a minute. I just realized something. Is Big Hero 6 your favorite movie because that's to do with robots?
I was waiting for it. And the fact that you got that robot shirt on, and I knew we were talking about fucking Baymax today.
You're clever, bro. You're playing chess.
How can I bring up robots without saying the word robots? Even though, maybe too, though, DeMarcus already brought up robots, so could we say that he fucked up first?
Maybe you know what? I lobbed you a softball.
You did. So, well, speaking of softballs.
Next episode, RoboCop.
How RoboCop compares to Terminator.
Yeah. You guys can make your jokes. It's fine. I mean, I didn't actually talk about the movie Robots. You know, you kind of talked about the movie Robots.
That's fair, but my favorite
which is a great movie, by the way.
I could have said that was my favorite movie.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
that's too obvious, though.
Yeah, no, yeah. You're right. I did have to play chess.
You picked the one about the bigger robot.
Yeah.
So you're saying that, so something that I like to touch on that you said is that you said the lesson it taught you was how to cope with like something after a loss, because obviously that's a big portion of that video.
Talked a lot about grief also.
Oh yeah, you know, I guess this is interesting for me is because instead of saying like cope with loss, I guess it was for me it was more continuing with someone else's dream. Like, I know that is a mechanism to cope with loss, but when I watched that movie, I didn't feel like he was necessarily trying to cope with his brother's death so much as he had a similar, like, he aspired to be his brother, and he had like a similar ambition.
Yeah.
And taking over, you know, taking over where he left off was just like natural. Like, you know, it's just something that he would have done no matter what. So I can see how you're saying that's cope with loss, but I don't know if that's what the lesson it taught me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that it's coping with loss. Just dealing with grief, right? The stages of grief would probably be the better way to say it, right? Because he went through like, hey, he died. I'm miserable. Don't touch me. I don't want to know about nothing. I want revenge. And then like, okay, no, it's about to take a picture. He wouldn't want this. You know, there's a lot of the stuff that Hero went through, a lot of the grieving stages, and it kind of teaches you a little bit about that. And then also teaches you about friendship, right? Because Baymax was there, was like, hey, you know, you're hurt. Let me give you a hug to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. Just little cute stuff to remind you.
The dude's name is Hero.
Yes, it is.
And there's 6 of them.
Yes,
my
sir.
God.
Wait a minute. You did not just get that.
Are you just now?
I will steal off on you right
Real
now,
G's
bro.
moving silence like lasagna.
It's not silent. It's not silent at all.
No, you know, like, so
I don't
you don't
know.
remember? Okay, so remember I didn't realize that real G's moving silence like lasagna, that little Wayne lyric.
Yeah. You didn't realize
Is it because you didn't know that there was a G in lasagna?
Is silent.
Oh god.
You didn't know it was silent?
See?
You guys didn't. Okay, stop.
No, we knew the G was silent.
I didn't.
He's talking about what he was referencing in the line.
Real G's moving in silence like lasagna was like, oh yeah, because like you can't hear the lasagna because the lasagna is so delicious when you're eating it, you can't hear what's going on around
Do
you.
G's also move in silence like baloney?
No, it doesn't sound the same.
But I mean, it's the same thing, bro. Do you
No,
pronounce
it's
it G?
fair. It's
Yeah.
fair.
Nobody
sound as
pronounces
good.
lasagna lasagna. No,
No one says Bologna either, nigga.
No, they don't. You're right.
They don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get it. Big Hero 6, his
Bologna?
name is Hero.
Yeah, no.
And it's his crew.
I remember when I first watched the movie, I went like,
Are you
and
really
told
just getting that?
everyone
Yeah.
to go watch it. So if you have not seen Big Hero 6, I highly recommend it. I believe it's on Disney
my
Plus.
God.
It's also, I believe, on Netflix. I didn't check, but it's definitely on Disney Plus because it's a Disney movie.
X, what do you think about
This nigga
the
dying
lesson?
from the Patron, bro. Like,
It's not the Patron. It's been 10 years, and he goes, oh, his name is Hero.
and he also watched it recently.
Baymax is big, and there's 6 of them.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It all comes together. Sometimes, you know, that's what I call nuance.
So what he took away is
what I
you're
call-
never too old to learn.
That's really the big picture here.
That's what he took away from it.
You got your message. I got mine. There's layers.
every day.
There's layers, man.
That's Shrek.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I don't
okay.
need to be controversial, but I do want to ask a question. So we are talking about how kids movies shape, you know, your future and all that stuff.
Nope. Stop.
Could we
Nope.
say that
No,
the
no,
princess
I'm ready.
movies
I'm ready.
just gives people some sort of false reality that you have to be chased by a man and be saved?
Easily, Mo. That's a whole topic in of itself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
I'm
actually
going to be
kinda-
honest, based on how this started, I didn't see that being
No,
your
no, no,
question.
that's-
Child to make a dick joke?
Oh,
No, not
yeah.
this time.
No, I
Most
thought you were going to
definitely.
say just... Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it. I wouldn't even say
You don't
it.
get us canceled.
It's not... it's not bad. It's just... It's a good question. It's
Yeah, you should probably just keep it to yourself. Maybe for the OnlyFans. Subscribe to OnlyFans if you
And
want to know.
we'll actually discuss that. Well, if you
You have to pay.
comment enough,
Yeah.
we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
was he gonna say? I don't know.
Find out on the OnlyFans.
Give me $5.
No. Give us $15.
Oh, that's fair.
Because then we each get $5. We
It
can't
was $45
split.
before, but just for you,
Yeah,
15.
low price.
Subscribe today.
And it's a special.
The one person that we're talking to directly.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Tim. Tim's the
Tim's the only one listening
right
right now.
now. Shout out to Tim.
So, man, yeah, that's a thing in and of itself. Yes, honestly, I think that more is a problem in general for everyone because something that, man, it's kind of wild that you would say that because most Disney stories aren't how they're depicted in movies. So
Right, yeah,
they all have a much darker
Yes, sir.
tone. And that
Like Cinderella, the sisters like cut their feet off so they could fit in the slipper.
Ariel's
I respect
feet,
the fuck out of that,
Ariel's
actually.
feet hurt every time she walks, and she bleeds all the time. And the prince ends up like being like, "I don't really like you like that. You cool though." And then she was like, "But I did all this sacrifice." And he was like, "And who are you?" And I'm like, "That's actually pretty realistic." So yeah. Honestly, probably yes to answer your question.
Until Frozen.
No, I was just
No.
listen. Just
Nah, Frozen's a complete. That breaks the mold.
who is talking right now?
The bartender. He can talk
bartender.
whenever he wants to. He made his
Okay,
drink.
but that just means quiet.
Okay,
for
so
us when we're
actually,
talking.
that actually kind of this kind of does put us off track a little bit. But honestly, no. Like, so I was actually going to mention this. Looking at everything, so one of the most egregious movies it's not even my childhood. It's actually from obviously when you have children, you watch all the current movies and stuff,
Right.
not just for yourself because you're a weirdo.
I watch all kids' movies. I'm gonna be
And
honest.
you're a
I gotta-
weirdo.
I was
watch
happy
all
that I
kids.
had kids to finally not be
Right,
like a
you know
freak
what I'm
show in the
saying?
movie theater.
That's
Is
what I
that
say.
really what happens? People think you're a freak when you watch children's movies by yourself?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Seriously?
lots of people.
But I look so friendly. Is that a problem?
Oh, bro,
No, you
that's
look.
you shouldn't.
You look like.
You shouldn't look so friendly.
If there's
to
any
children.
sick kids in the movie theater, they think Maui's coming to see them, so they're
God.
worried for something.
I have no relation to the trademark.
Am I gonna?
No relation to
Am
the
I gonna
trademark.
get better? Avengers walking.
So something that so when you have you guys ever seen Inside Out?
Yes.
I did not like
No,
Inside
It
Out.
actually teaches. This is actually that's actually kind of
Oh, is
something
that
I
the
wanted
one with the feelings?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I've seen that one.
Actually, that's kind of what I wanted to. So it
He's
touches
like,
on
I've seen
something
another
that.
movie called that, but it wasn't about feelings.
So
Yeah.
watching Watch it. Whoa.
I downloaded the wrong Inside Out one time, bro.
My
I'll be honest.
LimeWire
You ever
going
got on
nuts.
LimeWire and
Right,
accidentally
that's what I'm
hit
saying.
the
You go
wrong
on
movie?
LimeWire. Oh no!
I waited 4.5 days for. Oh.
I guess his name is Bing Bong. Fuck it.
So,
He, dis-
OnlyFans.com will know what I'm talking about.
he did disappear pretty quick when he was done.
Yes, sir.
it's a good thing you turned my mic down. That
When
was
he
a-
arrived, you
right.
could also say.
That's very good. So, he left when he arrived. Oh, the old Inside Out. Oh. Full circle. All right.
Oh,
So,
we rolling.
oh, so that's actually kind of what I wanted to.
You want to talk about that?
No, not damn. Okay, let me go back.
Yeah.
For the
Original
there's a
topic.
comma at the beginning. It's the end of the comma.
Is it an
back
Oxford
into the
comma?
center. You know what? I honestly don't know what the difference is between
Oxford comma requires 2 commas. You can have a normal comma whenever.
No. Oh, so you put 2 commas then a word?
No.
2
In
commas,
order
like
to be an
comma, comma,
Oxford
word.
comma, it has to break up a sentence. So you'd be
Like
like,
quotation marks, because 2 commas up is just a quotation mark.
sure.
Yeah. All right. So, something that Inside Out teaches a very bad lesson. As I mean, honestly, I think it's because I've gotten older. That's
Bad
actually,
lesson.
Yeah. So this is
Okay.
actually something I wanted to talk about. So Treasure Planet is the greatest Disney movie of all time. It ages so well. I literally watched it 2 days ago.
Everyone groans
I watched
together.
it. Okay.
Everyone.
And, let me just hold on. Let
It's
me
all right.
defend
We're here
myself.
for the hot takes. It's fine.
So
No, let him do it.
I
takes.
watched it 2 days ago.
I watched it today.
It literally could have been made this year. It's way ahead of its time. It came out in 2002. 2002?
Because it has flying ships in it, it's way ahead of its time.
And it had-
I think Star Wars did that in like the 70s.
Did they have CGI flying ships? Like that were made out of 3D? That were made out of 3D. Wow. In a cartoon world?
Yeah. Actually, they did.
What does 3D material look like?
You saw it. Did you watch the movie?
No, I've never seen. Look, listen. I go to Home Depot regularly, and I've never once ran into 3D material.
You're telling me. Everything you see in Home Depot is 2-dimensional.
No. I'm saying like if it's like when you
But it's
you try to make
wood
something
or metal.
Exactly.
It's not.
Is
This
it
is
3D?
3D material.
Yeah.
The
Wood,
material
metal,
is in
plastic,
3D.
all kinds.
It is not a.
My
Oh,
point
but it's
stands.
a 3-dimensional material.
The defense
I think
rests.
it's when you. I think it's when you finally. I think it's when you finish the word and the D.
Right. So
X loves finishing the D. Next
Right, you know what I'm
topic.
saying?
There
So,
we go.
yeah, so watching so the quintessential best Disney movie ever to come out since Aladdin. Aladdin may be number 1. Treasure Planet close
Aladdin's
second.
number 1.
Yes.
Oh
So
my god.
right. So
I don't think he watches movies the
one
right
of the
way.
things, obviously, I watch them like a pro, and you guys watch them like scrubs who are blind and deaf. But that's fine. So
I take offense to the blind thing.
He really has only
he only
one
has
eye.
one working eye, so that's why his opinion is invalid on movies.
Makes sense.
So-
Well,
I can only see half of it.
He only gets half the picture. Can't see the whole picture.
I'm so
Where's the kissing off screen?
Can't see the big picture, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I watched it. Holds up, still great, except for there's minor problems. The ship captain, she has claws that come out of her gloves. Do they poke through the gloves? Does she have gloves with claws on them? I'm asking you. Do you know?
That's your takeaway from
No.
your issue
That's
with
not
the
the whole
movie.
issue. That's a small gripe. What happens at the end of the movie? So I have 2 major problems, and then maybe it's because I'm an adult now, and that's actually what inspires this conversation for me to have. So at the end of the movie, 2 things happens. 1, they find Treasure Planet because obviously, and when they get there, the pirate has to make a choice between saving the kid and giving up a dream he's had for his entire life.
I ain't getting no titty pictures. I'm mad.
My bad. Let me hit you up real quick. So, did you pay your OnlyFans subscription fee
I
for
did
this
not.
month?
I forgot.
Oh, that's fair. Could you pay it for him? Please
No,
send $15.
Please.
So he gives up his
Big simping.
entire dream for what couldn't have been longer than like 2 months of knowing his kid. Like, and it's just like a good thing. Like, giving up your dream to save someone you barely know is a great lesson to teach people. No, I don't think so. If you've got a dream for your entire life, so how can you simultaneously
about dreams.
How can you simultaneously teach kids follow your dream But then also, hey, just give it up at a moment's notice for things you have barely any interest in or barely any knowledge in. So I guess you could see it another way of like, hey, he found something more important. They literally stop. They literally leaves like the next day. So he gives up his entire dream. Then the next day, just leaves.
This is where I wish we had like sound bites and I could click it and be Jack Black in School Rock. I have been touched by your kids, and I'm pretty sure I've touched them.
Why didn't you load it
No,
up?
and what is going on?
I don't know how to
Talking
do
about
that.
touching kids, bro.
And
We're
then
gonna get canceled.
The second thing that is a big problem that his dad they never address. They never address what the dad. He was like, "Hey, I was hoping." Like I don't know why. I've already seen the movie. I have no idea why. I was like, "Oh, cool. I hope they explain that." I know they didn't. Like I know that his
Were
dad.
you hoping that you missed it or something?
Right, his dad
Yeah.
like that. So I watched it again and I was like, wait a minute, this dude's dad just like dipped, didn't say anything, just dipped. And at the end, I was like, oh, okay, cool, they're gonna wrap it up, they're gonna tie it up. They did not.
Yeah.
His dad just left and never like nothing happened.
It's just like anime.
Can I ask a question?
No,
like,
real
what
quick?
happened?
Gon found his dad.
Yeah, but he was like, okay.
Yeah, but that's closure.
Yeah,
Gon-
anywhere
like Gon was like, what? Bro, Hunter been out for. Gon was like, hey,
I
what's
know
up,
he's not
Game?
talking about-
And Game was like, hey,
What?
little
I was
dude,
about to
you
watch
play my
Hunter.
game.
Yeah.
Bye. Like,
Yeah.
you play my game on this virtual reality. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's fine with me.
I will say that it teaches you a different lesson that love comes in different forms. He definitely loved his kid. He made it a whole thing for him. You know, literally.
The whole game for him.
He
That's
did.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, that sounds like Tron. Now, hold on. Let me ask a question real quick. And I think the thing I'm hung up on is you keep saying Treasure Planet
Greatest number
of all
one.
time?
was way ahead of its time.
It was.
I need you to quantify that. That's the biggest issue I
When I
have.
watch it, it looks like the future.
Oh my god.
You see how like listen, there's at least 5 people right now that are groaning.
Okay.
Hold up.
All 5
Hold up.
fans.
Here's
right
my
now.
issue. It's Treasure Island
Yeah.
in space.
You know what?
Okay.
I've never seen Treasure Island, so that's fine.
Or Reddit.
Hold on, what?
Read it? The movie?
Or the internet thing.
Are you guys fucking kidding me?
Like the
Treasure
app?
Island is a book.
Like read it?
You
Oh,
think-
you mean
hold on.
read it? Like read with
Have
your
you
eyes.
read the words that somebody wrote
I
it
just
on a
said
page?
Read it.
It's
Like
crazy
the
for you.
app.
Have
to
you
assume
read
that
it?
I read.
First off, it's 2020.
Yeah, I definitely
I
don't
listen
read.
to all my books.
Yes, sir.
No one-
books.
Okay.
Nobody
Then
reads shit.
fine.
But
I
that's
can't.
fair. I've
Only
never
read
read Treasure
subtitles.
Island. So what happens?
But
to
you've
Treasure
also
Island?
the same fucking thing.
Then I must love it. It must be the best book ever. I'm glad we settled this debate.
It's pirates. Oh my god. Okay. Then I take.
Atlantis.
Don't. No. Here it is.
Atlantis, thank you.
Yes, I know.
Is one of the greatest. First off, also has one of the. See, she doesn't have a wagon. She doesn't have a wagon.
Is
but-
the white hair chick?
Bro.
White hair makes
Top
everyone
bottom.
better.
It's easily.
If you got white
Every
hair,
time I see
done.
old people, I'll be like, ooh. The old people, ooh.
that lady. Okay, real quick, and you guys can't see him, but it's one of my favorite stories on the face of the planet. So our unknown bartender here, we were in Vegas one year, and we walked into a really old person's casino, and he just screams into the room as loud as he can, "Someone's getting fucked tonight."
Like the old people are fucking?
No, that he was gonna fuck one of the old people.
Oh, wow.
So he's on that same wave D-Mark is.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Jokes all day.
He saw Atlantis. He saw Atlantis, and he was like, "This is me forever.
This is it.
This is me forever."
Okay, well then I
said
guess I
fuck
take
pogs.
back my issues.
But no, see, that's fair. But so
Because
does
it's Treasure Island.
teach you the lesson that follow your dreams, but then give them
Treasure
up
Island
instantaneously?
is the exact same as Treasure Planet, just regular pirates.
So it's worse.
They don't sound as good
It's
from your
so
description.
But he's
Yeah.
saying it's way ahead of
Objectively,
its time, and
Wow.
all they did first off was use, hey,
Do they
we
have
have Lilo
spaceships?
and Stitch coming out next year. Let's practice our alien drawing
Do they have
skills.
spaceships?
And then,
Space pirates sound way cooler than regular pirates.
Easily.
but it doesn't mean it's ahead of its.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have space pirates right now?
Space in front of anything.
Do we have space pirates right now?
Andrew's question.
Do
Andrew's
we have
question.
space pirates right now?
Well, if we have a space force, it's only a matter of time before
Yeah,
we have
but
So
space
that means
pirates.
it's
Yeah, right?
in the future.
Boom. W.
Ahead of its
W.
time. Wow.
Look at him mad as hell.
Imagine coming
Schmuckers.
to work.
Completely
Completely
zoom in on
unprepared.
his face. The level of disappointment
And he said, the worst part is he said he had something.
dissatisfaction
He
on
said
his
he was
face
ready.
from
He texted and
losing.
said, bro, I got you.
Yeah.
And
I
said,
figured you had
did
seen
say.
Treasure Island or read the book.
Yeah, but even your description sucks.
it was terrible. Your
Regular
description was-
pirates
it's
versus
like the-
space pirates alone right
It's
there,
like
you
the
lost.
thing you like, but worse.
Yeah. his life in general. Like you don't think you like not as good.
I hope next time you go to a restaurant, they're like, oh, what's the omelet taste like? Oh, have you ever had an omelet? Yeah, worse than that.
That means it's better. That's what your argument sounded like just now. Hey, you don't think you like it's worse, but it's better.
It's worse. You'll love it. But
Yeah.
that's how you just describe that.
Yeah.
So
Trash.
before I go to another one, hey, Xavier.
What are some of your favorite things?
What lessons did those teach you? So we can roast those. Apparently, since that's what we came for.
I don't think I want to say mine because it's not a real lesson. It's just an aspiration that I have.
That's
you
great.
can have dreams. That's fine.
Thank you.
It's not.
It's not a dream. So
It's
is it the
it's
same
a dream.
nightmares?
It's a dream, but it's not.
So is it Monsters Inc?
I do
I
love
fucking love Monsters
Okay,
Inc.
so I do love Monsters Inc. Because
Except
it
for the
was
fact
good.
that they wear clothes in Monsters University, but they don't wear clothes as adults.
I said
You
the
gotta be
same
butt
thing.
naked as an
Except
adult.
Roz. No, Roz wears clothes.
She wear a vest.
and-
One girl wear a vest. That old
No,
lady
there's a
wear-
couple people
Yeah,
in
that
there like
sloppy
chefs
lady.
and shit.
You know what I'm talking about? Sloppy
Roz. I said her
Yeah.
name. Roz.
Look like a booger. Look like a pile of boogers.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
Okay,
about?
go ahead.
Pile of boogers with white hair.
Go ahead. Oh.
So while I enjoy watching and being maybe inspired by animated movies,
Oh, think about
since
it.
we're talking
I
about
might jerk off to animated
Shit.
movies. I
Someone-
definitely do. Cheers.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Hentai. Let's go.
You see it.
Yes, sir.
anyway,
This is me.
and I think Chelsea might be the only person who knows this story.
Beat off the-
No,
beat off the cartoons?
no. I think Chelsea's the only person that knows the story I'm about to tell.
So it's not about. It's like milking. Are we going to talk about the milking thing?
Oh, from Dave.
I mean,
nice callback.
Yes, sir.
Callback. Okay.
all right.
Hard.
He can't
So in
even do it.
Osmosis Jones,
Oh.
which
One of the greatest films.
OJ.
it's
It
great.
might be the best film ever.
It's
Hey, listen. We know that Osmosis Jonas is black, right? Like we can just discuss that. Like we
blue.
know.
It's
he
Chris
blue.
Rock.
But he's
He
definitely
blue.
black.
He blue.
Yeah, but he's black.
So
though.
Black Daddy's blue.
So
He blue.
hold on. So we're gonna.
My
So
piccolo
you're saying like.
green, my osmosis blue.
So you're trying to say that Skeeter was not black?
Skeeter was a
He
puppet.
was Skeeter from Doug.
He blue.
Yeah, but he's black.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Blue animated people are
Oh,
just
black
black
people? You
people?
just black
People, yeah. But you can't paint them black because it's racist.
Unless you
Unless it was a popo.
Okay,
Sorry to
in
interrupt. I
English,
legitimately-
in
I
Western
legitimately-
American animation,
Oh
you
shit, is
cannot.
Popo blue?
No,
Popo's
Popo.
black as fuck,
No,
bro.
no, but the new one, right? They changed his
Yeah,
color.
he changed him
Oh,
to
he's
partially-
blue.
He's blue now.
Oh,
He's blue.
no.
He's
How
blue
does
now.
it fit? Are you dead ass? Pull up a picture, Jamie.
He.
You called me Jamie the other time. What? I don't get that.
from
Yeah,
Joe.
come on, man. We're doing a
That's-
podcast. You don't know about the king of podcasts?
Yeesh.
Can I tell my
Wow.
fucking story and then I'll pull
Yeah,
up
go
all
ahead.
your
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
blue people are black people thing?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I don't know why this making me laugh. I'm sorry. Go
So
ahead.
Osmosis Jones. It's not even an animated part. It's kind of an animated part.
Oh, no.
They made him blue. They said, "Hey, he black. We gotta make him blue."
Hold on,
Right
what
now
are
they
you-
think he's a scary
are
genie
you gonna-
monster.
what
There's
Bro.
a picture of Popo right there. He is definitely blue.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
I thought he was a
That
nightmare.
was a Dragon Ball Z
I
comic.
thought he was a nightmare genie monster. I
You better
swear.
not hold up your phone, you motherfucker. You better edit that fucking picture in the damn video.
It's on the internet. It's free. I can use it. It's a picture.
No, he's saying put it on
Just edit it.
professionally.
Yeah, why are you making it like we
Yeesh, bro.
God, man.
Look at these quality mics.
Yeah.
Look at our beautiful faces,
Yeah,
and
you
you're
see
ruining
that?
it with your
You-
low
I'm sweating
quality.
my ass off right
Okay,
now.
I'll just throw
Go ahead,
Popo
go ahead with
on
your
the
story.
Okay, story.
And after this Popo, there's a-
They also call Skeeter Skeet Face, and I don't think it's okay. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. You know the green nigga? What's his name? Roger. Yeah, you call him Skeet Face, and you think I ain't noticed. Yeah, I noticed. Skeet is cum, by the way, for the white people listening. Skeet is Skeet is
If
cum.
anybody has ever listened to Bo Burnham, he's got a line that says, "I'm going to skeet her so hard, I'm going to call her Patty Mayonnaise." And I laughed for like an
Oh, so
hour.
they call it Patty Mayonnaise because she get the...
The skeet?
Dang, what's her real name,
bruh?
Patty Mayonnaise.
No, because she get pat.
They should get the
pat
she get the
mayonnaise.
Pat mayonnaise. Yeah.
Skeeter get the pat mayonnaise.
That's what they call the
you know
Patty
what I'm
mayonnaise.
saying?
What's her actual
Oh
name?
my God. That is her actual name in the show. Her name is
Barbara
Patty
Walters.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, bartender, can you hook us up while Xavier tells his bullshit ass story?
Barbara
I've been
Walters.
trying to tell my story. I kind of don't want to tell it because then I have to admit
please
something to a
tell
ton
us.
of people.
No, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Please tell us.
We out here.
I would love to hear it. You say
So
something
there's
weird,
a
I'll say
scene-
something weird.
Dope. Okay, there's a scene where Bill Murray is talking to his daughter's teacher,
Oh,
and he's got a big zit right in the middle of his forehead.
yes, sir.
And then it's a club inside of his body that Osmosis Jones goes to, and it goes off like the club goes so hard the zit explodes all over the teacher's face.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, on her lip.
Yeah, it's gross.
Which
It's the
is
grossest.
Wow.
It's disgusting.
I so desperately want a zit like that myself that I can then have pop onto someone without me touching it.
So,
Damn.
the best part of your story is that it was fucking garbage.
Yo, real quick. Y'all niggas ever jerk off and actually bust on your own face? Like, you know, you laying down, beating off, and you know what I'm saying? No.
We've had this discussion.
Have we? Have
so
we ever had
many
it on
times.
air? Never. Exactly. Oh, D-Mark, is that a yes?
Never.
Never? You lying ass nigga. Look at you.
No, literally never.
Never? Oh.
Bro, how do you
Hold on.
legs over your
Just in
head?
case anybody ever watches this, I'm not using names. But have you ever had your mom walk in and you know you gotta finish anyway, and then you get it on your face?
I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
No, I haven't either. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We know somebody.
Maybe.
Do we?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So.
But that's literally the only thing I ever took away from an animated show as a kid.
I was about to say, hold on. I was literally
Which
about
is
to
why I
ask.
think that I
You're
watched
telling
Dr.
me.
Pimple Popper with an unhealthy appetite.
So you're telling me
appetite.
out of
You
all,
hungry when you see Dr. Pimple
out
Popper?
of that's a different.
I
there's-
love it.
Hunger is different. Appetite can be used in multiple.
Fair. All
That's
right.
fair. So you're telling me
I
when
have an
you've
appetite
watched,
for coochie.
you've what? Yes,
Yes,
I get
sir.
you. So you've watched countless kids' movies and not once have learned a lesson
Thank
from
you,
them. So you're telling me
I
when
know
you
what they're
watched-
trying to teach me, but most of the time, like, I already know that.
Well, yeah, most people know things inherently. Like I've
It's
never.
big, and there's 6 of them, and his name is Hero.
That's nuance, bro. That's layers. Have you ever
Like a
watched,
little
have
Wayne
you,
bar.
Have you ever seen Inception? That title was like that movie, bro.
Damn.
It's like a Jack Harlow lyric.
Jack Harlow's excellent. Shout
He
out
is,
Jack
man.
Harlow.
Yeah, shout out.
How come you can say names, but I can't show screw?
I mean, you can too.
Just say shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
So it's positive.
He doesn't know how to do it. White people don't shout out.
There you go.
We shout at.
Oh my god.
That's real good.
But remember, this is April, so we're fine.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
So since you've never learned a lesson, you're telling me you didn't watch. See, I literally see. I've pulled up lessons from kids movies. So you're telling me you watched Up.
I've never seen Up.
You never see? I'll slap the hell out of you,
Wow.
boy.
I meant, oh my God, Up is the best movie ever. That little fat kid is my favorite.
Oh my god damn! No, you did not.
There's a
bro.
the little round kid. He looks like an egg.
There's a rotund gentleman out there. A little small.
bone.
Listen,
little-
if you are hefty,
Those aren't bones.
if you are a person that has a little bit of weight on you, I just like to let you know that I fucks with it.
calorically.
In what way did I say it was bad? That's just the most descriptive thing I can remember. There was a really brown Boy Scout.
People do not
the way
like
you said it,
descriptions.
yeah, the way you
People
said
do
it.
not like descriptions in
Yeah, I ain't
2020.
fuck with it.
You gotta be vague.
There was the old
If
man.
I know who you're talking
There was
about,
the bird.
you're doing it wrong in 2020.
There was the dog.
Yeah, and then you said the
And there
fat
was
kid.
the fat kid.
Yeah, see, that the emphasis on
bro.
fat is what makes
Nah,
it
bro.
wrong.
You gotta be like, hey, remember
There
that?
was the kid who was the size of 2 kids.
You can just say the kid that's also a Boy Scout,
Right.
or the kid that tries to take a balloon.
Hey, you remember the only kid in that movie?
Yeah, boom.
Yes.
Not the fat kid. That you like to say. Let me talk about Inside Out real quick, because I did actually. While you were talking about how,
The lesson's bad?
yeah,
No. What's the lesson from Up? That don't tie a bunch of balloons to your house; it'll float away.
What is
The
your problem?
adventure of life never ends. Because remember, the old
'Cause
man
it's
was
got
like,
the
hey,
old
I'm
guy
done.
in it.
I'm done. I'm chilling.
No, I can't
I'm-
remember
I'm
something I don't
curmudgeon.
know.
He said, I'm a curmudgeon, bro. I'm done. I'm keeping my house in the
He
middle of
was
the
mad sad
skyscrapers.
because his wife died.
She big died.
Yeah,
Like,
And
I
he was
guess you
like,
can't
dang.
big
How do you
die.
small die?
When
Well,
you sleep,
obviously, yeah.
How do you big die? You blow up,
No, you fall from
you
like.
fall from the heavens, bro.
Yeah, bro.
and then when you hit the ground, you blow up.
Is that what happens?
You ever drop something from a? Oh no!
Yes, I went there.
That's getting edited out 100%.
All right.
Leave this in.
No, I'm gonna leave this in, but I'm literally just going to mute your audio for that.
Like,
You
leave
fucking
this
piece
part
of
in
garbage.
So everyone knows. Even though we could just take the entire thing out and no one
Hey,
ever
if
know,
you wanna know what
I
he said,
want the world to
pay us
know
$25.
I don't like any of that. I don't subscribe to none
Since
of
we're
that.
editing things out, I'm gonna tell this story real quick.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Is that what we doing?
I saw something. Was it in the group text that somebody sent that
Man, you
said
talking about
the?
Jigaboo and I
About
don't
to
even know.
drop everything.
Was it? We were playing Warzone.
Are we gonna say more offensive things and we're gonna edit it out? Because I can keep on going too.
I don't know if I want to edit it out anymore. Like, fuck it.
Now you leave, bro. No, we should definitely.
I gotta leave your shit in.
Oh, now you're leaving my shit in.
If I'm gonna leave my shit in, I can't just come out swinging.
Hey, Black Twitter, I don't. None of them. None of this is. I'm good.
Yeah,
You
just
leave
like
me
one
alone.
giant bleep for the
Yeah,
past
I
5
don't-
minutes.
So, hold on.
Oh yeah, Inside Out. We're talking about Inside Out.
Go ahead.
So,
I gotta stop drinking because I'm about to make worse jokes.
Yeah, I can tell you have a look on your face like, no, these black people.
I gotta.
Yeah, look at him. Look, see, like,
I get it, bro. I get it. He looked.
He was like walking, really going right now. I can really see him.
He looked around and said, oh, I don't see anybody around. Like Xavier right here. Whoa.
No, I can't have you guys mad at me too. I'm done. I'll stop. I won't tell you. It's my brain. Hello, brain. I'll tell you again in 10 years on air. When we hit our 100th episode, I'll say what I was going to
When
say.
we make it, I'm being incredibly racist, is what he just said. Once we make money, I'm going to say all kinds of disrespectful shit.
It wasn't
Once I'm on
racist.
cancer, once I'm at the pinnacle, I'm going to just.
It wasn't racist. It was insensitive.
Insensitive. So is racism not insensitive? You're such a
Dang,
fucking
this
bigot.
dude's wild.
God damn, man.
I thought you were going to say this dude's white just to
say-
drill it home.
No,
They
sir.
say
Not all
drunk.
people are
They say
racist.
drunk words are sober thoughts.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Look at them.
So Inside Out.
Inside Out, yes. So I will say that the one thing that Inside Out did teach very well, and they talked about, is depression. Right, they talk about like the whole sadness thing and letting it take over. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that, right? When sadness starts touching everything, pretty much like sadness kind of take over.
Yeah, yeah.
But it also talked about it's okay to grieve,
Yeah.
because ultimately your emotions is what make you human.
Right.
And he tell that story very eloquently. Also, when Bing Bong died, bro, I fucking lost it, man.
He didn't die. He was forgotten.
He died. He got erased from her memory. He died.
That's what forgotten means.
Yeah. He died.
You can forget somebody and they're not dead.
So
But he died. He
maybe
disappeared.
it's because as I've gotten older, this is actually I didn't see the Treasure Planet. This is actually still going to tie into what you're talking about. So the Treasure Planet thing, I didn't see it as giving up your dreams. When I was younger, I saw it as he just made a choice. He just said like, hey, this
So you're
guy's
talking
real.
about now as an adult looking back at it?
Right.
Yeah.
So I realized that what's changed me as an adult is I am much more cynical. And the reason I know that is because what you just said right now was it shows that depression is okay. It's okay to be sad. The only thing I saw was that it's just like, yeah, just depression hold everybody back. Everybody, it doesn't matter what else, it doesn't matter if somebody wants to be happy or sad or anything like that. I didn't see that as singular. I think is the difference. I didn't see that as one person battling with their own emotions. I actually saw that as someone in a group. Like all the emotions are their own entity. So one emotion decided everybody else gets to have a bad day because I'm having a bad day.
You don't
and
think
how
that's
much
accurate?
hard.
Like as far as like when you think about the real life, when you're having a bad day, like
Right.
you kind of
But
just take it out on
saying it's
people.
okay.
It's not, but it happens.
Right.
I think that's what we talk about. Like this is something that happens, and even when I'm explaining, I'm not necessarily saying that it's okay, but it's more saying like, hey, especially when you're a kid, it's like, hey, you're gonna have different emotions, and sometimes one are gonna try to take over the other, and it's that's part of kind of growing up, and it's up to you to kind of decide like, hey, look, it's okay to have all these emotions. Don't try to like, in the movie, I think they try like, we need to get sadness the hell out of here, right? It's like,
anger? Was that anger? Oh,
I don't know why anger was.
It sounds like an old newsie.
I was gonna say like very angry racist white man, but that's not anger. Sadness. But yeah.
Wait a minute.
Then
Sadness
eventually,
kind of did take their jobs though.
yeah. But I was gonna say like at the end they're like, you know what? We actually need sadness. They're trying to get her the fuck out of there.
But like they don't.
Yeah, but you can't. Like, can you imagine like not being sad?
No, I'm always sad. But what I'm saying
Right.
is that teaches a weird lesson. Like they're saying, hey, you need sad. You don't.
Nah, you kind of need sadness. But sometimes
What do you need? What do you need sadness for?
Because I don't want to say I like being sad, but sometimes a little bit of sadness makes
It do
you.
make the music hit.
It do make shout out Juice WRLD, bro. Time out. When Drake dropped Marvin's Room, son, I don't know why that hit so hard. I was in the back of a fucking. I think we came back from the club, bro. Was it us? Were we? Anyways, we came back from the club, and somebody had plugged it in. I'm pretty sure it's D-Mark. for some reason. I'm in the backseat and then this drops. And I'm like, God damn, this shit hitting so hard right now. What's going on? And I couldn't help but think about a bitch that like I wanted at the time.
A nice lady. It's 2020.
Yeah. You total respect.
All women are queens.
I was thinking about a
All
queen.
men are simps.
Yes.
But she was still trying to pass the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
That's a story for another time, and I wish you would give it context because I don't think
because
people...
now I'm excited to creep.
Things in life with no... You said kids movie and dick at the beginning of this too many times.
You
I mean,
took
you're
it
kind
the
of bringing
wrong way.
emphasis to it. Now
Yeah.
I'm just
Sounds
talking.
like somebody has something he needs to tell us.
Yep.
Is there a registry we need to check?
Yep.
Mulan teaches you to take chances.
And lie to everyone, and also hope that everyone's so stupid they've never seen you undress.
No.
What?
No, listen.
Hold on. Think about that for a second.
She was the only one with a private tent.
That's so weird, bro.
Nah, bro, listen.
Imagine. Hold on. So you telling me you've never been I've never been on a battlefield. I haven't.
I have.
But
Streets of New York.
okay,
Let's go.
my guy.
Yes,
So,
sir.
robot
you're
battles.
telling me at no point did they...
Shout out BattleBots, by the way.
Hey, yeah, big up BattleBots. Please come back, G4. Old G4. Tech TV. G4.
Please, yeah.
Come back.
Old G4.
Arena. Greatest show of all time. Portal. Greatest show of all time.
Oh, you talking about the game Portal? I guess not.
He said greatest show of all time, and you go, are you talking about the game?
You know when you hear something and like sometimes you need it to
just
kind
hear
of
it wrong,
process?
and you're just like, hey, I'm gonna hear that wrong. Okay.
Back to Disney movies.
Yeah. So
Animated movies.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. So no. In
Don't say
general,
what's
what I'm
Disney.
saying is,
Mulan.
Mulan teaches a
yeah.
terrible lesson. It teaches you, hey, so it starts out with a great lesson. Again, this is why I'm saying I'm so cynical now. Is because it starts with a great lesson. It's like, hey, sacrifice is important. She took her dad's place. Said, I'm in there. I got it. I'll die for my country. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I'll defeat the Huns, But then she, so you telling me somebody's like, hey, let me fit you for some armor. She's like, all right, I'm gonna do it over here though.
Yeah. No, it really just teaches you like what it's like being a transgender. Like it was just ahead of its time.
It's ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes,
telling
sir.
you.
But she didn't identify as male.
You don't know that. They
Did
can't
you
say
ask
that
her?
back then. No one knew what that was back
They wouldn't
then.
know. They didn't have
Reflection deep.
I'm
They
talking
had it
about
back
they
then.
playing chess. Chinese people,
So
bro.
I thought Treasure
They play
Planet was
checkers.
ahead of its
There's a
time.
whole game for it.
Yo, Szechuan sauce, is that really a thing?
Yeah, it's absolutely a thing.
Is it actually did it actually really come out when Mulan came out?
Yes, and then Rick and Morty brought it back and they rewrite it and then started throwing a
But
fit.
I thought that was like bullshit. Like dead ass when I first heard about it. Like
No,
I was like,
it's good.
because I remember Mulan. Like when the fuck did Mulan come out? Can you look that up, Jamie?
1996,
Oh, okay,
97.
I'll be Jamie
No,
right now.
fuck it. I'm Jamie. I'm Jamie. I don't know who Jamie is, but I'm Jamie.
So disrespectful. But yeah, when it came out, like I don't know if I was just too young. I definitely never had that sauce ever. Still haven't. But is it?
It says
good?
March 27th, 2020.
What? Mulan?
No, not the
I-
new boy. Oh.
I know.
Is there a new Mulan?
Yeah, it's not.
What is wrong
it's
with
not
you?
Yo,
very
I don't
good.
watch movies, bro. I'm be honest. I just be watching.
Oh, it's
anime.
real people. You don't watch real people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
That's fair.
Unless it's Atlanta, but really Dave.
Right.
Atlanta's a good show.
Yeah, but we're talking about animated,
Animated
films.
movies, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
I typed in Mulan release date. I got the newest one, Mulan 2, The Mummy,
Can you type
and
in
Little
OG
Mermaid.
Mulan and see what comes up?
just type in OG.
OG Mulan,
Mulan.
release date. Another movie that I do want to talk about. I know I kind of mentioned
98.
1998. Yeah, I was 8 years old. So,
Pocahontas came out in 95.
yo,
Around the river band.
can we talk about how great? One thing that Disney movies, or even just kids movies, I don't know what is it about kids movies that they have to have music in it. Like, why were they all musicals?
No. That's a different genre. So when Disney tries to make animated movies, they do have ones that are musicals, but those are typically the princess Disney movies, not just Disney animated
Yeah,
movies.
but why? But I will say, like, I felt
Because
with the music.
they're pandering
Because
mostly to
women like
women.
music.
Whoa, I
No, that's-
also like music.
But
Not
it's a
as much as
musical.
women do.
No, I will say this: when fucking Circle of Life hit, bars.
That's what
Lion King is. I guess Aladdin is too, but that's got a
Elton
princess
John
in
wrote
it.
all that shit, right?
Yeah,
Shout out Elton John, Sir Elton John. Shout out you,
and Tim Robbins. You
motherfucker.
might as well finish that out.
Tim
Elton John
Robbins?
and Tim Robbins.
I
Not
love-
Tim Robbins. Tim Rice. Tim something. Tim Robbins is an actor. I think he was in Shawshank Redemption.
The Circle.
Tom Hanks?
No, Tom Hanks was in Green Mile.
Tom Hanks was Woody.
Some hip-hoppers.
There he goes. There you go. You got it, D-Mark? Do you not know it? You piece of shit. You just dropped the ball.
Was he doing a Creed song?
No. It's really good to hear your voice.
That's
Say my name. It sounds so sweet.
That's not Creed.
Is it not Creed?
That's Hinder.
It's the same person. Is it
It's
not?
absolutely not.
What's this Creed song? Hold on. When you had a bad day, you take it twice.
7 out, 7 years.
Is that not?
7 years.
Can someone sing a fucking Creed song? I really don't know what a Creed song
Are
sounds
you
like.
natural?
Oh
No,
my
I'm
God.
being dead ass. Is that not Creed?
Are you just picking white people shit?
No. I'm just.
It's all white people
Look
shit,
at this
Creed.
photograph.
Nickelback.
all right. We
Get down with the business.
Can someone? I need help.
with the business.
Can someone please? Like, I really don't know what a Creed song sounds like.
I can't because I can't not just sing the chorus. I'd have to sing the whole thing. I'm not going to do that.
Can you do it for me?
No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Is that not?
So speaking of darkness, so
What is your problem?
You're going to get canceled.
Wow.
Wall-E. I said
Wall-E?
Wall-E.
I'm talking about Wall-E. Yo,
I've also never
because you
seen
talked
Wall-E.
about. Oh, I'm not gonna say it, but I know what you did. That's racist.
Wally.
Wall-E.
Hey, shout out
He
Wally.
does say Wally.
Underrated rapper.
So,
Never seen Wally.
You've never seen Wally?
bro,
It was about recycling, and I don't do that.
You know what?
Oh, makes
Honestly,
sense.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
That's the lesson you learn from all this
Yeah.
is, hey, all movies teach me lessons I already know because I know everything.
Yeah.
And if I see a movie that might be about something I don't like, avoid it.
The actual thing that kept me away from it is everybody
There's
just kept
privilege
saying,
energy.
sure. Everybody kept saying there was no talking in it, and I was like, fuck that.
What's an acceptable
saying-
age for you to lose your virginity?
Oh,
13?
13?
Hold on. You know what? I really don't want to talk about this. We're talking about movies, like kid movies. It's really not.
How do we get on another robot movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I was trying to bring it around town. So
Does
then
Wally
you can-
talk?
around town like
Not does
SpongeBob?
Wally talk. Is there talking in Wally?
Yeah.
Wally
Say,
talk.
get that robot.
Yeah. Yo, the craziest shit about Wally is that like low key while this Corona shit was going down, I started thinking like, yo, we're going down.
Was going
I
down?
legitimately, we are. So, and the worst part about that is I'm actually totally fine with that. I don't like
What?
to touch
Like-
people. I don't like to be close to people. If I could just sit in my basement all day and a machine feeds me until I'm so fat I can't possibly move.
Until you're so full.
cellular. Until I'm
Until
so
you're
full of
so full.
cellulose. Till my body is
Cellulose sounds
riddled,
worse.
riddled with cellulose.
I know. It takes 20 minutes for your brain to tell you that you're full.
Yeah, so that's why you're supposed to eat slowly.
Yes.
So people who eat quickly,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
buffets are such a
Yep.
problem.
no, because you get a bunch of food on your first plate
Yeah.
and you eat it all real quick.
Yeah.
That's why it's often super hard for you to finish your second plate because you
Yep.
thought you were hungry.
Yeah.
But your brain 20 minutes later was like, wow, we just ate 417 little chickens on a stick.
So really, you just find out you're a quitter.
I will say like Golden Corral, their steaks are not that great, but fuck it.
yeah, that's
It
the
is
point.
$9.99 for limited
Bro,
food.
that's
the-
That's not steak.
That's the point.
No, I only get steak. Like where else can you have endless steak, dog? Come on.
It's not steak.
I don't care. It tastes like steak.
It don't even taste like
They
steak.
can just call it steak. I'll eat it. I mean, obviously I do.
What does steak taste like?
I don't know.
That's off
Like
topic.
steak.
That's off topic. So
What's this taste like? What it tastes like?
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if you ate something, would you be like, oh, that tastes like a steak? Or
Yeah.
do you eat a steak and you're like, yeah, that tastes like it?
Yeah.
The clown? Anyway, well,
It's like when people say like, yo, like this,
This
pussy
tastes like
tastes like
chicken.
no,
No.
pussy tastes like Fiji water. Like, but Fiji water also does not have a taste. So what's up?
I think that's the point.
Oh, okay. I've never had
no.
pussy
No.
that tastes
No.
like Fiji water.
Nope. No, we're going.
Are we not going there? Okay.
Throwing a nice little curveball out there.
Okay, curve.
So
Slider.
now that you've made this entire so somehow we made this entire kids movie talk.
I'm sorry, guys. I really didn't mean to do this
It
time.
happens, bro.
The editor gave me a talk about all the sucking dick comments, so I had to bring it up with other
I get
things.
it, man. He said, hey, I
And
can't
now-
talk about sucking dick. I
I
want to
can't
talk about
sucking
selling
dick,
kids.
so I'm going to talk about
No.
I'm not
the
talking about
editor
Edit
yelled,
that out.
stop telling our guests to suck your
Yes.
dick.
They're my fans. They're gonna listen to what the fuck I have to say.
They want that dick,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So they're gonna. If I want to say suck my dick, they're gonna hear it. Now, the
Are
fact
they
that I'm
named
missing,
Hoover?
the fact that I need a blowjob has nothing to do with this show, though. Desperately need a blowjob.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Again, you cannot proposition the listeners. I feel like that's wrong.
I'm not propositioning. I'm just putting it out there. And if someone takes me out on my offer, then it's whatever.
Are you asking me?
I'm not asking.
You keep looking at him a lot.
This is
You want me
weird.
to look at you? I look at you running your eyes.
All right, man.
My eye.
His eye.
Which is
I don't know what the other one is
Which is
doing.
which is the one that looks and which is the one that just kind of exists?
I'm sad you don't know.
No, I know it's the left eye. Come on, dog.
That means you got to know your right from your left, though.
What other movies do you like that are animated, Xavier?
I love animated movies, and we were just making jokes earlier about, things we've learned or things that we've taken away. And if I'm being serious, I think I have enjoyed watching animated films more as an adult than I ever did as a kid.
I will say yes. I would agree with
Yeah,
that.
like as a kid, you watch them because it's your form of media, right? Like you can't really fathom.
I mean, not nowadays. You have fucking YouTube.
So
Like
they watch
back in
real
the
people
day.
try
No,
to sell
no,
them
but they're
toys.
watching. But they're watching a person.
Trying to sell
So
them
if you've
toys,
got
yeah.
what's that little kid's name who makes like $1 billion? Ryan.
I have no
living
idea.
his best life.
Okay, so you got
Shout
that
out
kid.
Ryan.
But,
Shout out Ryan.
But that dude that he that's him.
Yeah.
As a kid, it's really hard to conceptualize that what you're not seeing is real. So you see, we said Brad Pitt too many times earlier, so fuck it. We'll say you see 2 Brad Pitt movies.
You know
That's
Brad Pitt and the Leonardo DiCaprio movies?
You watch Inglourious Bastards and Django Unchained,
like them.
and you're like, oh, this is the same motherfucker. I
Have you
get
seen
it.
Jamie Foxx look
Well,
like
why they gotta be
Brad Pitt?
motherfuckers?
Oh my god. I just want to say one thing, one time, without people trying to act like I said something racist.
That's like $1 million. Looks like we're not, those are 2 things we're not gonna be able to get.
Okay.
Neighbor.
Oh my god. Who's an actor that I can
Who's Big Shaq? John Boyega?
No.
Well, what's his name?
Perfect.
Hold up. But that's
Oh my god.
But they
Yeah, they sound the same. Is that the same person?
Damn.
I thought John Boyega and Big Shaq was the same person.
Basically.
I'm mad because you're giving me the Mandela effect.
Is that
the
not the
more
same
you
person?
say, the more you say it, the less I can see them.
I'm
as
pretty sure
separate people.
Finn did quick maps the whole movie.
I'm telling you, obviously.
That's the only way he knew he wasn't a Jedi was the
Right.
quick maps.
Yeah.
No, the only way he knew that it wasn't a Jedi is because the Chinese movie theaters would not have gone for that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They would have
Bro, we can't because people said some awful shit when they found out, and
found out that black people existed.
No, that the
Like-
black person was being featured so prominently in that movie. Like, no joke.
China
I was like, oh my god.
China was like, hey, we like to go to the zoo to see our blacks. Like, we don't want to see them on the screen.
Wow.
I'm so glad there's video so people just don't think that
Xi
you.
Jinping was the name. What's the name of the?
Stop. Okay, my point.
What's the president
You
of China?
can't see.
I'm not gonna say his name out loud.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna be like, what?
He's gonna come to my house.
He's gonna be like, I don't look like Winnie the Pooh.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to us? Damn, we are fucked, bro.
Anyway,
Canceled episode 3.
we are canceled episode 1 and episode 2. So if we still not canceled episode 3, we
Every
are
episode-
uncancelable.
Every episode from first one till now is just gonna be titled "The One Where Xavier Gets Us Canceled."
Yeah.
Anyway, a kid can't conceptualize, an actor can play multiple roles, so it's harder to watch live action shit and not be confused on what you're seeing. So
Tough for me now.
all right, cool. Anyway, so
Neo has multiple
I know, but-
roles.
huh?
Neo has multiple roles.
Stop it. And
The singer?
yeah,
I love Neo so much.
although he did this, like, where'd he go?
You got multiple roles.
What are you talking about? He made his money. He dipped. Now he's like
Everybody
doing
realized
roles
he
of
was
dance.
bald. Everybody was like,
I
"Ooh."
just can't move myself
Oh,
away.
shit.
I fucking love Neo so much.
Is that
bro.
a Chris Brown song?
Wow, not all black people look the same. Xavier.
mean,
I don't know if you.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, that's white people. They all look the same. That's perfectly okay.
I don't see color.
Yeah. Oh, okay. 2020. I feel you got that 2020 vision. You got the 2020 He got the 2020 vision we've been talking about. Except 2020 is a shitball year, bro.
It's bad.
It's been awful.
bad.
I've been like
Continue.
depressed
All right,
since
say,
November last year.
No more interrupt you boys.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine. I have no more points to make.
What do you
I will say,
You had
I got a point. We talked about Winnie the Pooh. Explain to me. people talk about winning a poo, like somebody's ass. I have no idea what that means. So I asked somebody, and
You know what that means.
Apparently, is when Winnie the Pooh eats honey, that nigga ain't got no fingers, so he just stiffs his whole fist in that motherfucker and licks it. So apparently,
How
it's when
does
you
one stiff their fist into something?
stick your fist.
No, you said stiff.
Fuck it, same thing, bro.
Right.
If you
It's the
don't
same
bend
fucking
it, it's
Sticking or
stiff.
stuffing?
Yeah, no. But apparently, when you take a fist and just shove it in something and turn it and you lick that motherfucker, that's winning the poo in something. So when
Some of us call that denising, right?
Is this person you? Is the person who said this you?
No. It's just somebody told me, and I'm relaying the information.
Yeah, I got you.
Since we mentioned Winnie the
He
Pooh.
knows somebody named Denise that told him,
No.
right? Hey, bartender. Somebody named Denise told him about Pooh Bear, right?
But I will say this, that if I had the opportunity to Pooh Bear, I wouldn't turn it down so long as, the
You
person
just
was
said
willing
you would
participant.
lick shit off of your own
Whoa,
hand.
I didn't say that.
You
Why are you assuming that there's shit on it, bro?
You just.
You said like he gets honey out of the pot. What do you get out of an asshole?
No, you can butt juice, but not shit.
What is?
Yeah, you ever like eat ass, bro? Like this, yeah, it's a little juicy sometimes, but it ain't boo boo. Is that not? Y'all niggas don't eat ass?
Motherfucker got his vitamin water.
Why y'all so quiet? What's going on?
Because you're saying that you stuck
Logistically, bro.
all of your
That shit-
fist into a person and
Ass,
came out
yeah.
with no
What
shit.
Just little booty juice. That's it. Y'all don't be on that. Y'all don't be on that.
No, nobody
That's
is.
what but y'all niggas like feet, but y'all won't Pooh Bear a bitch.
I don't care about feet.
You
Also,
love feet.
can you imagine being the one responsible for Pooh Bearing somebody, and then they have to walk around, they can never keep anything in. Everything just falls
That's not how
out.
butts work.
Okay, I was about to say.
Come on, bro.
Okay, so you're telling me that a butthole that has never had a fist in it is
Yeah.
going to
Bounce
be
right
able to
back,
hold
probably,
shit
yeah.
the same
Yeah.
that a fist or a butthole that gets constantly fisted?
Yeah, you see
Are you
D-Mark sitting
one of
right here,
those-
he's holding his poop just fine.
That's funny. It's true. Man, my poop
See?
stay right in.
Yeah,
so.
he got it.
He's sitting down.
The streets say D-Mark
Toy Story.
pussy is tight. That pussy be on point.
It do be juicy, bro.
The pussy be juicy. And that's what I'm saying, booty juice. D-Mark fuck with the Pooh Bear, he just be the receiver, not
Is
the
Booty
giver.
Juice the name of the energy drink from Tropic Thunder?
That's booty sweat.
Booty Sweat. That's right.
While we on this real quick, I will say I like how no one ever talks about Robert Downey Jr.
No.
doing the blackface.
No,
and
they
you know
do.
why?
No, they have.
No. They talk about it all the time, but the problem is that it's
It's a parody.
uncancelable because it was so like.
He got an Oscar nomination
Bro,
for it, so it's fine.
The satire was A1.
Yeah.
And so there's a difference between Trudeau coming out and being like,
when he dressed up as Popo.
oh, it do look like
Yeah,
that.
he did dress up like Mr. Popo.
So literally, I was gonna just put on a.
Justin Trudeau.
I was.
I said blue, not who. I know who.
I was literally just gonna put up.
Is that what that song is about?
I was just gonna put.
Which one?
I'm blue.
I don't think that's about booty sweat. Is that what we're talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Blue people are black people.
So are
wow.
was the song talking about being black? Is that what you're referring to?
I was
That's what
asking
he's
questions because blue people are
He's just asking.
That's fair.
I can't believe that.
like the Blue Man Group wanted to go and be famous, but they're like, we'll get canceled if we go ahead and do blackface. But if we're all blue,
Hey, hey, shout out Blueface.
oh my god, perfect.
Yeah,
We're
we're
done. We're done. We have to stop now. We can't say anything else as clever as all blue people in animated shows are black, and then you have a black rapper named Blueface. That's the definition of full circle.
Nah, because when people talk about Blue Lives Matter, they're really talking about black people.
What? No.
Yeah, is that not what we talk?
Oh wait,
Yes,
hold
there
on.
you go.
Layers.
There you
Hold
go.
on. I was like,
Yeah,
no, they're-
playing chess.
Why are we
Yes,
talking about
sir.
Blue Lives Matter in April?
No, you're
Is that
right.
important in
No,
April?
I'm
It's
not
not.
saying. Listen, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room.
Bro,
The
don't talk
blue
to-
elephant?
Don't talk about yourself like that.
I'm
bro.
gonna address the. Wow.
Oh,
This
how
nigga-
you all?
This nigga made a
Oh,
fat joke in 2020. How original.
Well, you took it there.
Yeah, I took it there.
maybe
Really?
he just meant you're gray and cracked or something. I don't know.
Oh, yes. No, bitch, I'm nice and lotion. There's no way that my skin is cracked. I'm Gucci. I would say I use Gold Bond, but they don't pay me. So, like, yeah,
I did steal your
Shaq,
cocoa
though.
butter one year.
you did. Does it make your skin feel good?
Fantastic.
Yeah, you know what's crazy that white people don't use lotion?
I use lotion all the time.
Since when?
since the day I took that cocoa butter like 3 years ago, and I realized what it made my skin
you
feel
can't say it all the
like.
time then. I guess technically you can, like all the time now, but if
I use lotion consistently once I figured out that putting lotion on my skin made it feel so much better.
why do you think the dude in the movie did it?
lotion.
That's why the dude in the movie did it. He said you put the lotion on your skin because it made it softer. Like, do you think
I
that was
think
just
that's
like
so he could make it more malleable to get his lady suit.
Tallywhacker.
No, his lady suit.
Oh, lady suit. I've never seen that movie. I'm
Is she a
honest.
big
I just
girl?
know the reference.
Oh, that's fair.
Was she a big girl? That's what he asked because he wants a bigger girl, and then
So he can
he
fit
starves
into
her
the,
so their skin's all saggy, so he can skin them and make a suit.
Speaking of thick bitches, have you guys seen the new Incredibles movie with the old chick with the silver? What is it with chick with the silver hair, bro? I fuck with it so much.
It follows our patented white hair / silver hair
Is the best
always
hair.
good.
Shout out to Jilfs.
Yeah.
Gilfs?
Yeah, no,
He's like Jiffy.
GIF.
GIF or Jiff.
Jilfs.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Silver. Silver.
One thing
Oh,
that
yeah, silver hair for.
All right. I like how we all stop for like
what? Sylphs?
Sylph?
So we're talking
Like on
about.
Pokemon, Silph?
But it's spelled with an SH.
Oh,
And
Silphco.
H is silent. Like
All right.
G's.
Like G's.
So I will say this.
God damn it.
It's been great, guys.
Where you go.
We've been having a great show. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to wrap up with.
Oh no, it was
Wrap up? Why are we wrapping up?
What you got? What else you want to talk about, bro?
I don't know. I just feel like we didn't talk long enough. We usually talk for like ever, and now I feel like we talked for like 50 minutes.
Hero, Aladdin.
Yeah, we covered a lot of.
Where's our
ground.
timer?
We have a timer.
Yeah, it's been about an hour and 5
can,
minutes.
Yeah, we can talk about things organically and inorganically.
Oh yeah. We don't have to.
You know what? I'll tell a story. Fuck it.
Go ahead.
There we go. Yeah.
I just ain't ready to stop yet. They ain't ready to stop listening. They got expectations.
So, that being said, guys, it's been a wrap here. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate all that you've done. If you guys have any comments, please list them. Give us some likes. Give us some subscribes. And we will see you for the next time. This has been Maui, D-Mark, X, WhenAw3someCollides, and we are out of here. Thanks. I love you. Bye. Oh, shit.